Praise. I think that's something a lot of us as just people in this world forget too, is like, you guys got to talk better about your teammates. You know what I mean? Even if like let's say me and Dinah, right, are fighting. We don't like each other. This is not the time for me to be like over here like Mackenzie, yeah, Dinah, No, I need to be like if they're your teammate, right? You can fight amongst a team, but everybody on the outside needs to be envious of your guys' relationship. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I didn't be like, man, Dinah is the strongest person, AD, Dinah's the top notch, blah, 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 in public. Even if we have our own, like, little situation. Do you guys see what I'm saying? And you guys need to do that in your own teams. I think there's definitely a lot of, like, someone from one team going to another team to complain about their team. Right? Well, you know what? The damn problem is you. Get back in your team instead of over here gossiping, and let's fix some stuff up. You know what I'm saying, Rob? You see it in your stuff, right? Right? And Rob's not the one to do that. I'm just saying, like, he understands what I'm saying, right? When you're sitting here like, oh, this, that, and the other, go look in the damn mirror. Go back, right? Let's be a light. So this is what I want to see in the culture over the next 6 months, is that the teams are so tight that I know the internal chaos in the teams, but no one that's not on that team does. Do you know what I mean? Like, everybody should be envious of every other team. Everybody in the room should always be willing to be on any other team no matter what. Do you see what I mean? That's how great you need to talk about it. And I'm saying, those are positive affirmations, right? Talking good about your team is a positive affirmation. You waking up in the morning on a Tuesday and saying, hey, we're going to go to an enrollment and we're going to service these people right. We're going to hit all our numbers. We're going to hit 50%. We're going to write 5,000 AP today. We're going to take care of some clients. We're going to close some cases. That's a positive affirmation. If you wake up in the morning, even if it is 6 a.m., and you're like, oh, today's going to suck. I'm going to be there all day. You know what I mean? Hopefully we write something. What are you going to get? Right? I mean, do you say that before you go to church? Man, I hope I get some Jesus. I don't know if he's going to be there today for me. Right? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you got to have some positive affirmations in your life. So, I want to give you guys a little challenge, and then we have some awards and stuff. But on positive affirmations, it's a very weird concept, but it just truly works. And here's what I mean by that. People who get up and write down their goals, right, are the 20%. All right? So you got the 80-20. Right? You got 80% of people never write down goals. And then you have the 20% of people who do write down goals. Now, how do I, in that 20%, become the 1% of the 20%? Is also write down affirmations. There you go. That's how you get the 1%. Right? So, first, if you don't write goals out for yourself, here's what you need to do. You need to go over, find a nice journal, like something that costs you a couple bucks. Maybe a leather-bound thing, something that's not a spiral dollar store notebook, right? Go to the Barnes and Nobles, you got both sections, and get one and write down, these are my goals. It doesn't matter what you write, just write them down. Maybe your goals are one day have a $300,000 house. Maybe your goals are to have a great relationship, great marriage, great kids, right? Maybe your goals are to have a new car. Maybe your goals are to have a Porsche. Maybe your goals are to have a fulfilling life. Whatever that means, write it down, right? Those are going to be your goals. Because you're going to visit your goals, right, every month, every week. The more you visit them, the better they are. But then, right, what you do on page 2, 3, 4 of this journal is every day, as many times as you remember, it's not every day, you're not going to get to it, is rewrite down your affirmations. Right? I have a 9-pack. Been writing it for 12 years. Right? Right? I have a successful marriage and I have healthy kids. Right? And I do. You know what I mean? I have an office that has an environment that truly cares about people, and we're the top in the United States. You know what I mean? Like, it can be a moonshot. I'm going to go to Mars. It can be anything you want, but you got to write down the affirmations, right? I'm going to make sure that I find the right husband for me. You know what I mean? I find the right husband who will accept me and my children. I no longer have to worry about money. But whatever those positive affirmations are, right? So I implore you to do that, because what you're going to see when you do that is all of a sudden that stuff starts coming true. I've had days where I came up with a new affirmation and I wrote it down only for it to happen that day, because it's on my mind early in the morning. Do you see what I mean? And if you really want to take it to the next level, write it twice a day when you go to bed too. But here's really the project I want to give you. I want you all to write for yourself, and if you want to come to me about it, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. I want you to write your bio 1 year from now. Right? That's it. I want you to write your bio 1 year from today. You know? And it needs to involve what's your life like, what's your career. You know, maybe some of you are writing, I am a successful AD with 7 agents under me. Right? I'm a successful AD with 2 SAs, and I've closed 150 cases in the last 12 months. Right? That would be a career thing. You know, I am a 1 year into my successful marriage, and it's very loving and it's great, and all my girlfriends are envious of the relationship I have. If you want that. Again. Right, she's like, I don't know. Right.
Only on like day 12.
Right.
I'd say 8.
Day 8. Right.
Who's counting?
1 year from now. I quit counting what day in marriage I am. You know what I mean? But maybe it's also this. Maybe it's like, hey, I want to lose those 10 pounds. You know what I mean? I want to look good in a 2-piece. It's okay if you're 60 and you want to look good in a 2-piece, right? But maybe it's not look good in a 2-piece because, ladies, the truth is, it's have the damn confidence to look good in a 2-piece, right? I mean, at first glance, some people shouldn't wear one, right? But they so damn confident in it. I'm like, shoot, girl, work it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's a confidence thing, right? Some of you need to write down, I have as much confidence, right, that I've ever had in my life. Some of you need to write down, did you have a question, sir?
No, I was stretching when I realized.
Some of you need to write down other things. Some of you need to say, not only am I successful in my career at the Snyder Group, but I'm also successful in this hobby, right? I finally learned how to play guitar. I finally learned how to play piano. I finally decided to sing. I recorded it, put it on YouTube, right? I mean, you got to find out what those are and then write your bio in a year. And here's why. Here's why this triggered. Because I'm so fearful of what I've been seeing over the last 4 or 5 weeks. And that is when I'm interviewing people and I go, what is your 5-year plan? Or what do you see yourself in 5 years? They go, I don't know. How can you live life like that? You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you're religious or not, but how can you live life? Like, you got people drowning in the Mediterranean Sea trying to make it a better opportunity for their family, right? You got people getting shot everywhere, you know, randomly, you know, regardless of the situation. Life is like, can be short as hell, right? Right? There's always tragedies. Sometime this week, you will read a story in the Indianapolis Star, right, of some person who just graduated high school who dies in a car wreck this week. That will happen in Indiana, right? Could you imagine raising a kid to 18? Right? They graduate high school, they're going to go to Purdue, they're going to go to IU, and they die in a damn car wreck this week? But people don't have a plan? Right? I would think we need to trade that person's life for yours if you're not going to do nothing with it. So that's what bothers me. That's what bothers me. Like, I want to make sure that you guys have visions and goals and affirmations, right? And they don't have to do anything with me. But I will help you get there. I'll do everything in my power to help you get to what your needs and what your wants are. Right? Because, you know what? I always give you my opinion, but whatever decision you make, I'm going to support 10,000% because I'm on your side. You know? And there's other people here who are the same way. You know, some people don't recognize it because when they're having conversations with them, like the point said, they're thinking about what they're going to respond instead of listening to what that person's saying. There's some people in here who are speaking some good stuff. But you ain't hearing it. So, what I ask and what I implore of you guys is to sit down and write your bio 1 year from today. Whatever it is, right? You might forget to involve anything about liberty, and you know what? That's fine. You know? But a lot of you need to sit down and discover what is your path instead of just living day to day to day to day. You know? Because I tell you, once you do get into the circle of the world, like I call it the circle of BS, pay bills, have babies, you know, blah, 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 blah. You're right, if you don't have that plan, you will get stuck. Right? But it's time to get unstuck. Alright? So, everybody good with that? Fort Wayne, you guys hear me? Melody's talking to somebody, Buck's not paying attention. Alright.